Hey everybody. So not my typical, not our typical. We never ever very rarely go to any chain. However,
we were gifted
a gift card to Outback. So we're gonna stop here at Outback and get some dinner for dinner time. I had to do it. So we're gonna check out Outback here in Sevierville and follow us. So there's a little cocktail, and now we're going in. Woohoo! So I'm going to show the menu, even though I'm not sure anybody hasn't seen the inside of a Outback or looked at their menu. So they do start you off with this pumpernickel bread and butter, which is nice.
for sure.
And a straw in it. Only if you're Steph-N-Lee. Steph-N-Lee likes eating straws, apparently.
Just the paper ones, not the plastic ones. I'm not that vulgar.
Right. Okay, we are out. We are done. So, first thing, just my personal thing, I can't stand when the music's so loud you can't think, but it makes it tough to film because of copyright nonsense. I shouldn't call it nonsense, but because of copyright issues. So, you know, that right away was kind of like, ah, man, because you can't talk, you can't say anything and film it because, of course, the music's in the background.
It was very loud.
Yes, it was pretty loud.
It was very loud.
So you want to start off with what you thought? Go ahead.
So the waitress was terrific.
Yes. And the place was spotless.
Yes. It was clean. It wasn't busy today for a Tuesday afternoon. We got there before lunch was over, but she didn't ask us or tell us anything about lunch. She just assumed we were going to get dinner. So that kind of bothered me because lunch is always cheaper.
Well, I don't know if they have a different lunch.
They do.
Oh.
Yeah. So I noticed that right away. And I got fresh brewed coffee, which I appreciated. Mm-hmm. And I wound up getting a prime rib sandwich with onions, sauteed onions on it, and some special sauce. And it was lovely. My sandwich was lovely. If I asked the waitress if I could have asked specifically for medium well or medium rare, and she said, well, it's already cooked. Yeah. So they just heat it up. So I would have rather have had it made to order for me, but it's not where we're at. We're at a chain restaurant, so that's okay. My sandwich was very good. My fries I didn't care for, and my au jus I didn't care for.
Right.
The loaf of pinochle. Say it. Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel bread was lovely. So I appreciated the loaf of pumpernickel bread. I appreciated the fresh brewed coffee. Appreciated my prime rib sandwich. But I appreciated the waitress. Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say about Outback.
No. Well, okay. So I tried her fries, and if you've watched any of our other videos, I am a fry connoisseur. Oddly enough, and I don't know why this was, but her fries actually kind of tasted like my shrimp. I don't know. And
he had grilled shrimp. They weren't fried shrimp,
right,
so it wasn't
they were grilled shrimp.
Touching each other's oil.
Right. I didn't care for her fries either. Now, I did think the au jus sauce was pretty good. It was kind of like a French onion. I thought it was great. But anyway, I ended up with the 6-ounce sirloin, cooked medium rare, and it was cooked perfectly. The thing, and I was always taught that if you have to put a whole bunch of stuff on a steak, the steak ain't no good. I thought this steak was kind of flavorless, except for the 3 tons of spice that were on it. Something I usually rarely ever do is dip my steak into A1, but I did tonight just to give it some sort of flavor. My shrimp, sometimes when you get seafood and it tastes like the water that it came out of, like the frog legs taste like a pond. The cod tastes like the ocean. These shrimp had like a definite, I'm going to say Gulf of Mexico flavor to them. A little bit of oil might have been leaking out. I don't know.
Oh, God.
At any rate, I didn't care for the shrimp that much. Like I said, the steak was kind of flavorless. My favorite thing that I had on my plate was actually the loaded mashed potatoes were excellent. I loved them.
He gave me a bite of those, and I certainly didn't care for them. And then he says, I think I can make these at home. And I'm like, well, whatever you do, I'm sure will be better.
So I also got started off with the blue cheese pecan salad, which I loved the salad. Stephanie did not like the salad. She said it was too much vinegar. They did put a lot of dressing on it.
Blue cheese I can handle, but it was heavy on
the vinaigrette. Yes, I loved it. But I like stuff like that. So,
if you were to ask me, which you're going to, would you do this again? If we had a gift card, I would, and I would just come for coffee and dessert.
Yeah. So.
That's what I would say. I would not get a meal here again.
Most people have been to an Outback.
Y'all know.
We've had hit or miss luck with Outback. The first couple times I'd say we went to Outback, we absolutely hated it. And we're like, we're never going back. Just on a whim, we happened to go back one time and we actually liked it. Now we're more back into the thing of like, it's really not that good.
We definitely appreciate nourishment and the wonderful it was a wonderful experience with our server. Mm-hmm. And the restaurant's clean. It's look, it's a nice steakhouse, but
a lot of people like all that seasoning and stuff.
That's exactly what we're saying. This is just our opinion.
Yeah, too much seasoning for me. But at any rate, hopefully you like this video. I know it's not, we tend to go to like mom and pop kind of places and not chain restaurants. But we were here and it was like, oh, what the heck, we'll run the camera anyway.
It was very loud and it wasn't that good.
Right.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, so at any rate.
Love you, babe, and thank you for the gift card, we used today.
We want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Let us know what you think of Outback. Maybe you love it. Maybe we're ordering the wrong thing. And until next time, have a Steph-N-Lee day.